Hello everybody, this is Raiza 51 here. We met some more Let's Play Hyperdimension Neptunia, Sisters vs. Sisters, Blind. So,
if you're ever lost, just check the map.
last time we still continue to progress through the story that Grace is just talking to us about. Where we're currently at is we were able to fix the time machine, but now the base is destroyed and now they had to head off on a boat to an island. My guess, I thought first it might have been the PC continent, but to think it over, my second guess is... Can you hold still for a second? My other guess is there is there's like a controller-like island that I do remember in Neptunia. The only time I know that island was used was during Part 2/Rebirth 2. So I'm wondering if that is the island that he was talking about. There is a volcano there as well, but I know that island got used during then. I think it might have used for Victory as well, for I think for more like a DLC dungeon. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to take a long guess. We're heading there now, and we're going to be heading to the ship boat. So I wonder what we are heading to. That is. All right. Head to the doors. Let's go this way. Team, I'm wondering. Yes, I did see the Nintendo Direct. Normally, probably fitting for me to talk about this during my Origami King Let's Play, but I thought, I'll just do it on here. It'll just be easier. But, yeah, I watched it. It was very good. It was a very good direct. I did see that they're bringing back Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I have played that game before on the Game Boy Advance.
I'm excited to see what's inside.
It was fun. I did like it back then. I did beat it before too, and
we can do this.
Seeing it kind of on the Switch though, that'll be fun to play again. I might give it a try, for old time's sake. It depends, I'll see. Let's see. Some of the games did interest me, not many other games did get me interested. They all look pretty good and fun.
Let me know if you're tired and I'll take over.
Wait. Yeah, wait, okay. Just make sure. I'll fight you next. I did see more of the Super Mario RPG playthrough. Or not playthrough, more of the game on the mechanics and such on how that's gonna work.
I'll be the one to end this.
I like how now, so the new they added was when you hit somebody, if you do the combo correctly, you'll hit everybody will take damage, which is pretty nice. Makes the fighting a little bit easier. And also doing a new triple attack now when you reach 100% on your gauge there. When you reach 100%, to do a triple attack with your depending which party members you have out. I mean, Mario will always be part of it. But either with Bowser, Maho, good shot. Mallow, Peach, or Gino, or Bowser. It all looks great. Even getting the rematch, the bosses sounds pretty fun and be tough, but it'd be fun though. And then yes, I did see Mario going to that Q store. They're still using it, so I'm wondering if they'll still have the same QX fight like before, or I'm gonna have something a little different on. No, probably I don't think they'll fix the QX, change anything. They probably keep it like it is, honestly. Though, if they were like to remix the music or something, that would sound really amazing. The original. Don't get me wrong, the original music for the QX fight sounded fantastic. So them doing it again now on the Switch will make it even better. Oh, we made it to the adventure. Okay, hold on then. There's another thing over here to check. Let me check this real quick before I head over there. You know, we're anxious to see what happens. I do want to check over here. Aha, see? There was a treasure here.
I hope there's something good inside.
Ooh. I want to say those are for Ram and Ram. Ram. No. No. Ace Camera. Oh, Verka Dreadnought. Okay. And I got a stronger weapon than that. Ah, figures. I'm sorry. That Tachi's still better. Was that Nepgear's thing? No. Well, either way, I can still sell it later when I get the chance. Now, I do want to bring up one other game that I'm... my gosh, I am so happy for this one. Let me see what the event is here first before I bring up that discussion, because I have a lot to say about that. The mech soldiers are gone? Oh, right, we win! All that's left is... Arfoire. Uh-oh. Oh, that is not good. Here she comes. I'll bind the tent for everyone to escape. You sure? Do we have a fight going on here? Oh no. Arfoire's the only one left. Let's fight and buy time. Are we ready to find DOS Arfoire already? Oh no.
They may be strong, but if we fight like we always do, we'll be fine.
You don't know when to give up.
Oh shit, we are fighter. Oh.
I will send you to your grave.
No.
Prepare yourself.
This is bad news. Oh, hold that level. Oh, you're kidding me, right?
No! Prepare yourself. I'll be the one to end this.
I will.
I can't. This is gonna pack a punch.
I don't know if we're supposed to win this fight or do we just need to stall.
You're finished. Prepare yourself.
Wow.
Perish.
I can't.
Shit. Alright, let me just see. I won't use any healing action right now. I'm gonna see what happens if we lose here. I'm gonna think what this was. We were supposed to lose this fight on purpose. If not, then... Oh, fuck. Verd. Please don't win this. Don't win this. This is foul. Bad call. Oh.
You're hurt.
Okay, that was supposed to be... We were supposed to lose that fight. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm fine. You're not fine. Is Arfoire unbeatable? Why won't she finish us off?
I think she's about to. Oh, she's charging an attack.
What is she doing? She's not aiming at us? What is she aiming at? What's over there? Oh no!
Oh no, what?
That's where everyone is!
Can somebody redirect that attack? Oh
no! The ship! Everyone!
You're kidding. Will you stop moaning over there for Pete's sake?
What was this all for? Endgear version 16! Final protocol! Kiersey?
Understood. Activating final protocol.
Wait, what are you
Master,
doing?
Maho, excuse me.
Endgear version 16. Maho and I are priority. Get us as far away from Arfoire as possible.
Understood. Traveling at maximum speed.
Wait, let me go! But everyone is...
Oh, we probably don't have a choice.
Okay. We'll be safe here for a little while. Endgear version 16. Remain on alert.
Understood.
Wait a second. Now I'm not seeing what Maho looks like. I haven't got a chance to see how shit's on here. Oh, it's like a setting, I guess, on her, the red button there for her belt, and the green for a phone icon. I like that. It's pretty cool, Maho. Cute skirt there, the jacket. I really never paid attention to her having a jacket on all this whole time. I just figured that was just part of her outfit, or skin maybe, or something, but now I see that.
Kiersey, why did we run away? Arfoire killed everyone and we just watched!
I know. What are we supposed to do, though?
That's exactly why we ran. We wouldn't have been able to do anything to stop her. Going back there wasn't gonna help anyone. But...
Nepgear?
Kiersey! That wound... One of the mech soldiers hit me as we fled.
Wounds critical. Sutures and a transfusion will be necessary for survival.
Oof, oh no.
We have to get you treated. It's fine. We don't have the equipment. I'm not gonna make it in time.
No. Nepgear.
No, don't say that, Kiersey. You can't leave me all alone out here. The bleeding won't stop. What am I supposed to do? I know. We can time travel now and...
We cannot.
What?
Why?
Insufficient energy to time travel.
What
Oh, damn it.
do you mean? I'm sorry. Kiersey? I've been keeping a secret from you.
Nepgear?
The amount of energy necessary for time travel is gigantic. That's why we can't go to the past as things are. No matter what. Then how? Kiersey, what are you trying to do? Well...
Master's vital signs declining. Activating final protocol. Transferring rights to new master. Maho, are you my master?
Oh. Is that what's going on now?
What do you mean? Yes. Maho will be your next master. You need to take her to the past.
Understood. Initiating energy transfer.
Kiersey, what are you doing? I'm using my share energy to start up the time machine. This should be enough. Hold on, Kiersey. If you do that, you'll... It's okay. This was always my plan. What do you mean? You can't exchange your life for this. I knew you'd say that, Maho. That's why I never told you. This isn't right.
It's not. Nepgear.
I'm trusting you to do this. Save them, please. You have to make this worth it.
Why is there another way?
Kiersey!
Calculations complete. Time transfer ready. Auto executing via final protocol. Countdown initiated. 3, 2, 1.
Maho, I thought of a name for her. What do you think of Ziri? Kiersey!
Time transfer complete. Confirming time coordinates. Confirmation complete. Time coordinates at negative 102741 hours.
How long is that?
I'm in the past?
Correct.
Oh.
Hey, let's go outside.
Nepgear. Oh, Nepgear. Oh. Oh, Gary Pig.
Not in ruins. The threat of Arfoire has not arrived in this time period. The world was such a beautiful place. This is not the time.
Oh.
I have to grow stronger. Kiersey will not have died in vain. I am I am Gray's sister. I'm going to save the world.
So that's what happened. So that's how Grace became a thing then. Wow.
That was how I managed to come here. To this timeline where I made my mistake.
Oh, we just finished chapter 9. So that whole flashback was chapter 9. Well, no, I guess not a flashback to the past, more like a flashback to the future. Alright, so we're currently in chapter 10. Oh man. So after all that, Nepgear dies. So that's what happened. Oh man. That's horrifying.
What mistake?
To explain that, I'll have to talk about the dire situation that PC Continent is in.
The PC continent had been ruled by goddesses much longer than this continent. They must have utilized the share energy first. What dire situation would have required the use of the share crystal?
It was because of the share crystal itself. The PC continent had developed with the power of share energy. But behind the scenes, one might say they were too reliant on it. As times changed, Planetoon and the other nations caused the gradual loss of shares from the PC continent. I created the IS crystal to resolve that. I didn't realize the grave mistake I'd made.
Oh, careful.
Ray, sister.
Take it easy. You should take a break if you need to.
No, I'm okay. I need all of you to know what happened.
Oh, okay, stop talking. Oh. Man, I was not expecting to go that deep. It's just as serious as how, like, Mark 2 was. Victory had V2 had some scary moments too as well. I can't say much for Victory because that one, I mean, there was some crazy stuff that went on in that game too, but not as bad as these, not as dark as the other ones have been. The nations that are too reliant on share energy will stop functioning when they begin having a shortage of shares. When their infrastructure crumbles, it puts the lives of their citizens in great danger. My sister, the goddess of the PC continent, gave away her own share energy as a way to mitigate this. Sorry, I stretched a bit. Oh no. Didn't you do the same thing, sis? Yes. Oh, hello. In order to give away her shares, my sister minimized her own life functions. By doing so, the goddess of the PC continent remained asleep and became a power source, basically keeping her nation on life support. Oh. Wish we knew what your sister was like. She did, knowing that it would slowly take away her life. Yes, my sister did it willingly, but she had to do it to protect her people. She didn't think about any other solutions? Of course she did. We tried everything. Oh, that must be the people back there. I don't know what's over here on this side. In the middle of us searching for ways to replenish our energy, there was someone who approached us. Looking back, it must have been someone from ASIC. We are offered to take part in the development of something new. The impulsive share crystal that continuously absorbs share energy and grow. The infinite share crystal. Infinite share crystal? How is it even possible that it could infinitely gather shares? It wasn't simple. Because we were given the technology and ample funding, we managed to create it. ASIC provided us with the method to refine share crystals and share past data from failed crystals with us. I see. So it was ASIC that asked for the technology from we. It's a bit late to say this, but we were working with some very dangerous people. The infinite share crystal. Yes, the IS crystal. It was our share energy continuously from the people providing the owner with infinite energy. That power would be used to revive the devious in Arfoire, leading to the erasure of the PC continent from this world. Oh, I see. And the footage we saw of Maho at the lab was when the IS crystal was being developed? I think Maho was talking about energy sitting back in that footage. That means the IS crystal was used to revive Arfoire, and also serves as her energy source. That makes this simple then. When you find Arfoire, beat her up, and take back the crystal. Easy. Wish it were that simple. Arfoire's had a real pain lately to fight. Hey, I was going to say that. No, things aren't that simple. Yeah, I had a hunch. Arfoire cannot be defeated. We shouldn't defeat her. What do you mean? There must be something else at play. Can you tell us what that is? To be completely honest with you, this isn't the first time that I've traveled back in time. I've conducted time travel numerous times over these past 2 years. I failed at saving the world each time and time again. Arfoire had managed to become a force that far exceeds your expectations. Damn. So what are we supposed to do? Can we even stop her? If she's become a force to reckon with it, I'm afraid if we're going to even be able to win. This is scary. Alright, let's check out the chopper while we're at it. Alright. I've got a few here to do. Monsters and find people, okay?
Be sure to finish it as quickly as possible.
6 plummets.
You're not quite finished yet.
Sakamaki sisters.
Be sure to finish it as quickly as possible. You're not quite finished yet. Be sure to finish it as quick. You're not quite finished yet.
I know, I just wanted to double check on those. Normally say I would do it, but I'll do this first. There's a quest.
You wanna go in
Or
here?
not a quest, there's a side event though. Yeah, we'll send Raiza on here, sure.
We're safe and sound. What a relief.
Okay.
If we get into a battle, you better have a plan.
Don't worry, I will. Anyway,
Let's see. So we're right about here.
it's gonna be right over there. Can we get across in there? That's what I'm wondering though.
Sorry, my legs are so long, it makes me naturally fast.
No complaints. Wait.
Let's open up the map and see where we are.
Yeah, I think if I just go around there, we'll make it. Yeah, let's go around the bridge a couple times here and we'll be fine. So while we're getting there, yes, I wanted to bring us some positive news now after that dark scary bit we had there. Freaking Paper Mario the 1000 Year Door remake. OMG, I am so happy. Oh, believe me, I was really. If I could be screaming, I would be squealing like a cheerleader right now because holy shit, I was not expecting to see the 1000 Year Door get remade on the Switch. I am so freaking hyped. The maids again? Oh boy, alright. Why do you two like games that are so out of style? Rude. The games like are pretty popular. I wish you wouldn't judge my taste in games. Ah, it's those girls again. Yep. Are they friends of yours, Nepgear? Just step out of the blue. Well, something like that. Excuse me. Times are tough for the arcades. They can't prioritize the cabinets that are guaranteed to make money. Sure, but you made it sound like the games that I like aren't popular at all. That's just not true, right? Yeah. Don't just have words. You both are always... Hi there, nice to see you all again. We'll see you be the trouble today. Oh, this is Lane Nepgear. Hello. Your timing as usual is positively divine. Thank you. Anyway, sorry. I can't believe Lady Neptune's with you today. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, you don't have to say all that. You're making me blush. That's cute though, Neptune. Lovely you blush every time anyway. What are you all arguing about just now? Straight to business, huh, Nepgear? We're about to go on an arcade run by Platoon and request a new arcade cabinet, but as a huge fighting game nerd, I wanted to request a title like Immortal Battle or The Road Fighter, the Moody game. And as a fan of shoot 'em ups, I wanted to request Ambitions of Soon Soon or Moochie Moochie Park. The heck? As you can see, these two are pushing for super obscure titles that nobody else will be interested in. In order to increase the chances of our requests being filled, I thought we should all push for the same title, but... I see. That's what the fuss is all about? Speaking of which, what is the title that you wanted to request? Great question. I love music games. So I thought we should request the wonderful nostalgic masterpiece, Taiko Dandan. You casual like music games, so I thought this would be a great way to liven up the arcade. It's the perfect request. What are you talking about? A fighting game would be way better to pick. And I want to see if anybody out there is stronger than me. Dodging barrages of bullets, pixel to pixel, shooting down the enemy to the name of justice. A shmup is the obvious choice. Shmup? Begin with this. Hey, what do you think, Lady Nepgear? You agree with the music game would be best, right? No way, you're into fighting games, right? You want to shoot 'em up, don't you? Ever me? I don't mind music games, but I don't do well with, like, if it's like rhythm games. I'm not that great at it. Fighting games, I honestly am not the best at it. I'm okay. Probably Smash would probably be the closest thing I'm decently good at. If it's like Street Fighters and such, I probably would suck at it. I try though, but I just button mash a lot on random stuff. Shoot 'em ups, played Halo before. I did play a little Call of Duty, but this was like way back. But now I just not much of a fan of it anymore. Hey, why don't you two come with us? The arcade is run by Plantu, so they'll agree to our request if you come with us. Yeah, come on, please, please. You're already passionate about this, huh? But getting us involved is with submitting the request. I think that might be a little... Nepgear, may I have a word with you? What is this? It's not like you look so serious. What is it, Lady Neptune? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but after discussing the matter with Histy, we made the decision to, as a matter of national planning policy, pull out of all arcade operations. What? As I figured. What? Don't worry, it's not like the arcades are closing completely. It's just we won't be involved with them anymore. But now that this has happened, I'm afraid we don't have any say in how they're run anymore. They're run anymore? Do you mean like how they run anymore, or how they're running it anymore? That sounds a little off there. All this to say, you'll have to contact the arcade yourselves. Don't worry, if you keep your eyes on the prize, I know we can do anything. Sorry, we can't help you. Well, okay, we got some super duper important business to do. See ya. Hey, sis, wait up. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Damn, let the maids in shock. Sis, why did you say that? Is it true? When did it happen? While we were sleeping. With all that's been going on around here, we can't afford to run the arcades anymore. I know how those girls feel. I wish I didn't have to be this way. I was really reluctant to do it too. I cried and begged to find a way to make it work. By the end, yeah, I guess with how tough things are in Platoon. You said it. It was such a bummer. But we had to stay positive. Once we build Platoon, maybe we can run the arcades again, right? I'm gonna work hard to make it happen, and I hope you'll help me do it too. Do it, Nepgear. Yes, of course. We'll do it together, sis. Wow. Alright. Okay, where's the real Neptune? What have you done with the real Neptune, and why do you act like this?
Let me know if you're tired and I'll take over.
I'm kidding.
Let's see. So we're right about here.
I want to go back then.
Let's open up the map and see where we
Shit, I
are.
didn't mean to do that.
Will you guide us?
But anyway, Thousand Year Door. Yes, I am so happy about it. It looks so beautiful. The graphics, the art, it looks
Don't
all
overdo
amazing.
it, okay?
I heard that Game Explain
If
shared
you're
some
ever lost,
secrets,
just check the map.
like some details that they didn't show. And I liked how in their
Our
house,
destination is just a little further
it
ahead.
showed the party members from Paper Mario and where they went to on their journey. I liked that detail.
Where are we?
It was so nice showing that off. I thought that was cute.
If you insist on dawdling, I'm
D-
just going to pass
Bird.
you.
She literally Jerry jerked right back over there to see what's over there. Then as soon as I got to the end, I just bounced off the tree. Boy.
You want to do this one?
We'll go here then.
Let's head back.
Alright, well, let's go check in here and see what's going on. They show like the back sides of the characters too, like new details and such on how they look. Even the voices too when they're talking as well. It's all awesome. But yeah, it comes out in 2024. No like month for anybody. We know it's coming out next year, so I am so excited. I cannot wait to play Thousand Year Door again on the Switch. It's gonna be so fun. Oh yeah, there was another game I want to talk about, but I'll share that in a minute. The first time I traveled, I rushed to the PC continent. There, I worked with the four goddesses and defeated Arfoire, who had just been revived. Oh, flashback. Oh. Wait, wasn't it the same thing that happened before? My name is Arfoire. I will deal despair to all living things, and before the end of all things. Blast! How are you so powerful already? You just woke up. Neptune, hold on. Noir, why are you stopping me? Look closer. I don't know if it's because of Arva's revival, but the dimensional space is unstable, closing that time-space rift. Oh shoot, hold on. At this rate, we'll be swallowed into the PC continent. We have to evacuate the citizens before that happens. We have to choose either fight Arfoire or evacuate the people. When is the goddess of PC Con when you need her most? Something could have happened to her. Considering how much influence Arfoire has gained, we can't expect much. For better or worse, Arfoire still hasn't attacked, so we should focus on evacuating the citizens. There is no need for that. I've ordered all citizens to evacuate. Who are you? Are you from the PC continent? I am its goddess Canton. My sister, the goddess, is currently unavailable, so I'm acting in her stead. But never mind that. Arfoire must be defeated at once. If not, the PC continent and the entire world will be destroyed. The world will be destroyed? That's huge. What's happening? I have no time to explain, but if you destroy her dark share crystal, we'll have a chance. But I cannot fight her alone. I need your help. Goddesses, please. Don't look at us like that. You're gods. Keep it together. Purple Heart. Thank you. Either way, if you plead to us like that, then we'll have no choice but to help. Indeed, it would make us some pretty terrible goddesses if we denied you. Yeah, bring it on. Thank you, everyone. Let's go then. Time to beat up Arbor or whatever she wants to call herself these days. Arbor is just being that serious. I call her that. And so we teamed up and managed to defeat Arfoire. Hold it. Whoa, what are you doing? What about the awesome stuff I did to save the day? Is there more flashback? My big finale got cut short. Like some show that got canceled too soon. Oh, for Pete's sake. That's the Buckeyes. This is gonna take forever if she includes that too. Just be quiet. Great, sister. Please continue. Okay. We managed to defeat Arfoire, but then it turned out to be a mistake. Defeating her was... Yes, but we didn't know. Not until 2 years later. 2 years. We didn't realize it for 2 years, but by the time we did, it was too late. Everything was all over then. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Oh. Whoa. What is this background? This looks crazy.
Gray sister, what's the matter?
Is someone there?
Yes, I can sense something. Come out. We know you're there.
Did we just teleport here? Or...
Hi, everyone. It's been a while.
Henri?
Henri.
You're surrounded, Henri. You're the terrorist who stirred up the refugees from the PC continent.
On top of that, we have proof that you're affiliated with the remnants of ASIC.
I'm sorry, but you are not getting away. You're going down.
Wait, sis. Please let me talk to her.
Nepgear,
Henri, why did you do that? Did you do this for the PC continent? I'm sure it's been a tough transition, but violence is not the answer here.
Oh, please. Do you still think I'm Henri?
Oh shit, it's Arfoire.
Huh? Who are you?
Oh, yes, that's the face. That's what I wanted. Nepgear.
Those eyes. You mind not stare at me like that? That's kind of creepy out a little bit.
How does it feel to have a former friend become your enemy? Does it hurt you? Does it bring you great pain? And how does it feel to watch your nation become ravaged by acts of terrorism?
What are you talking about?
I'm feeling kinda...
You, Arfoire?
That's right.
Oh,
I am Arfoire. I will bring destruction to the world.
wait a minute. What the heck? Is she using Henri as a puppet or something?
Oh no. You've been masquerading as Henri this whole time?
That's impossible. Arfoire had already been defeated.
That's right. We subdued Arfoire with our own hands.
We'll think about it later. This world has no future as long as Arfoire is still in it.
How dare you! We'll avenge Henri and everyone else.
Yeah!
Do as you wish. I will neither run nor hide.
Arfoire, you will meet your end! It's finally over.
Well done, Nepgear. But this is not the end. Yes. Be wary of betrayal.
What is she talking about? Oh, Henri.
She's so icky till the end.
It's done now.
It's finally over. The world is now saved. I did it, everyone.
But something's strange. Something just isn't right.
What's the matter, Nepgear? Arfoire was defeated.
You're overthinking it, Nepgear.
Rom?
Rom? I told you that this is not the end.
Oh, come on. Did Arfoire just... Oh, you... That's just dirty.
Huh? The weight?
It's a bit young, but this body is nice. It's surging with power. Although she's only a candidate, she is still a goddess. Rom?
The way you're talking. Oh no.
You're... Arfoire?
What is going on? Arfoire revived? What's going on? What did Arfoire do? The resurrected Arfoire has somehow gained new powers. Oh gosh, this looks more creepy in the background. The power to control someone's body. Do you understand how formidable an opponent with this ability is? She can revive herself infinitely. That's correct. We don't know who Arfoire will control or when, which is incredibly dangerous. Oh gosh. I see. So that's why Arfoire inhabited Rom's body and stirred up tremendous chaos in Louis. Blonde, you were unable to stop it. That other timeline's me is pathetic. I'm not sure she had much of a choice, especially when it comes to a problem involving Rom and Ram. The fall of Louis was felt around the world. Faith in the goddess was lost, and the continent was thrust into an endless war. No matter how many times she's defeated, she just takes over another person's body. She's essentially immortal. Arfoire originally was sort of a soul that needed some kind of vessel. And now you're saying she has developed the ability to take over whichever one she pleases? That's a chance everything you experience can happen again. That's exactly right. That's why I traveled to the past again to try and redo this. Wait, you mentioned before that time travel needs a great amount of energy, equal to the life force of a goddess. Yes, that's right. Where did that come from? Don't worry, I didn't murder any goddesses. I gathered the share crystals left behind by the goddesses of each nation. By then, the goddesses were already... Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I reaped what I sowed. I managed to gather enough energy to time travel and jump to the past once more. I jumped back to the very day the Arfoire was revived once again. Man, oh man. So we're just experiencing this every time. Hold it. Oh, Neptune. Come on. Neptune again? It's not me. It's me. Okay, wait. If you can jump into the past, why don't you stop the ice crystal from being involved in the first place? It's impossible. The time machine can return to the past, but it does have a limitation. It can go past the day of the PC continent vanishing. Why? I found that the most difficult thing about time travel is writing the exact time, dimension, and location you want. This is a concept which exists on a much higher plane than this world itself. Tremendous computational power is required just to navigate it. Originally, Ziri was an AI created to perform such calculations. She was not made to fight. What? So she's the time machine? Can I touch her? Sparkly eyes can't resist that. Of course not. Stop interrupting. Normally, with Ziri, calculating time travel would take 12,000... Jeez! 12,000 years, yeah, that seems very difficult. So to travel 12,000 years in the future, you have to calculate for 12,000 years. So that'll be 12,000 years later? Oh, I'm sorry, that was Neptune. I'm sorry. I thought Researcher was still talking. That's not usable at all. How are you able to time travel to the time and place you aim for then? We make use of strategically placed markers. Oh, okay. The revival offer created a space-time right above the PC continent. We used a gigantic rift created at the time as a sort of landmark for our jumps. Oh, okay. Being reliant on those calculations or that take years to complete. You see, traversing dimensions via quarters is tricky, but if you calculate backwards from the rift, it becomes possible. Exactly. Nepgear? Exactly, Nepgear. You understood immediately. Well, I think the one who cracked the formula for calculating the coordinates is even more amazing. I'm not sure I follow this theory, all this theory chat, but at the very least, I get that you can't just simply just jump through time all willy-nilly. Ooh, this is getting crazy. Alright, we're about 44 minutes. Yeah, I'll do one more cutscene.
You wanna go here? Let's take a little break.
I want to hear some more. This is getting really good. At least till we get to the point where we can start going through dungeons. I've returned to the past and time and time again to try and redo things. Oh, that song again. It's always so sad hearing that. Wow, look at that. Man, that is so crazy. Oh, sorry folks, let me just gotta answer this real quick. This is someone texting me real quick. Just need the answer real quick. Alright, one time, I was at war with you. Even if Arfoire was defeated, I had no idea whose body she'd take over, so I was forced to protect Arfoire. Really? One time I abandoned everyone and tried to develop a way to seal Arfoire. I stole the devices ASIC made to seal the goddesses and modified them. Interesting. One time I was completely helpless and spent all my days in vain. As I continued to repeat these cycles, there were so many times I just wanted to give it all up. Great sister. I repeated it over and over. I tried so many methods, but no matter what, I couldn't stop the destruction of the world. After visiting numerous paths, I was in opposition to you all, while also trying to develop a device to seal Arfoire. I felt like a clown at some point, jumping back to see the same thing happen over and over again, but then it happened. What happened? Oh, here we go, this creepy place.
I'm counting on you, Nepgear.
Nepgear?
I'm sorry.
Nepgear, what happened here?
You are the Ashen Goddess.
Noir, Vert, Blanc, why is everyone on the ground? Nepgear, your sword.
My sword? Oh, you mean this?
That's no ordinary weapon. I sense an ominous aura within.
Oh no. Is that the cursed sword?
This sword is called the Gehaburn.
Wait, that sword okay?
It's the only weapon that can defeat the immortal Arfoire.
Nepgear.
Don't you dare say my name!
What?
I know who you are! It's because of your meddling with the PC continent that Sis was...
That's because...
Give her back to me. And not just her. Give me back everyone else too!
Did all of the goddesses...
Yes! It's all your fault! Give them back to me! If you can't... I'll erase you right now.
What? That voice.
Stop! Nepgear!
Spread slashes. That don't look good either.
At that point, I had to get out of there. My only option was to run away.
We found this out later. Arfoire took the lives of Uni, Ram, and Ram right in front of Nepgear. The Nepgear of that time experienced much despair because of this. Noir and Blanc were also devastated at the loss of their sisters. In their rage, they sought revenge on Arfoire. They offered their lives to the Gehaburn. Oh no. Wait, did you just say the Gehaburn? Yes. Oh no. How could that have been brought out? He swore, what's the Gehaburn? Gehaburn is a terrible sword. It is a bloodstain that absorbs the life of the gods. Oh, that is the cursed sword. Was it called that originally back in Mark 2? Oh, that's the Conquest ending. Oh no. I'm not gonna lie. That ending literally got me in tears. I was scared having to do it, and I did it anyway. But I did that ending like first or second because I wanted to get it out of the way. I didn't want to experience that or see that horror again. So that I would start to get the true ending and such afterwards, so I wouldn't have that horrible nightmare of cut all those scenes to watch again because it was so scary. Oh, why is this damn sword back again? Oh, fuck me. Why'd you guys bring it back? Oh, of goddesses. I didn't know something like that was present on this continent. Are you saying that sword would be able to defeat Arfoire, even with her immortal ability? Sure, this may be possible with the Gehaburn. However, I don't know what the full extent of the Gehaburn's power is either. But in that timeline, Nepgear took her own life after defeating Arfoire. Oh my gosh. That shook me to my core. Nepgear's despair drove her to doing that, and I couldn't face the fact that my actions led to that. I left that timeline right away. I destroyed the Gehaburn and used her main energy to jump to the past. I tried to correct these misfortunes by going to the past, but tragedy would just strike somewhere else. It was like the world was rejecting what I was trying to do. But I didn't give up. I returned to the past again and am here now to tell you this. This is my sin and my path to atonement. Maho, the other me. Yes? Please don't end up like me. I hope you'll take care of Nepgear and Henri. Yeah. What Great Sister told us was shocking. However, this is also a chance for us to avoid the tragedy that is to come. Right, we know about it now. We'll have to think about the best way to deal with the threat of Arfoire. Okay, well, what about you said the device that steals Arfoire? Sorry, the sealing device was lost. What? Really? Do you remember the capsule that trapped Neptune during the battle with Arfoire at Planet Tower? Ah, right, that was rough. That was the sealing device. Oh, that thing, okay. Pfft. Noir, you were really wailing on that? Can you blame me? I didn't know about it. And Nepgear, you were smacking it too. It's not all my fault. But why was it there? Oh, that cutscene's in the background there we're seeing. During the battle with Arfoire, Neptune had fallen into the Dimensional Rift above the PC continent, vanished in its world. Or at least that's how it occurred in the timeline observed. Then Nepgear was burned by or something that fell on her. Arfoire took advantage of that, and I wanted to avoid this. So I retrieved Neptune before she would be defeated by Arfoire. I couldn't heal her wounds in the battle, so I had her enter the steaming device, which stops time while you're inside of it. However, after she healed, she went into the capsule again while half asleep. Banging around, it rolled off and fell into the river. The device activated and she fell into a deep sleep again. Arfoire found her as she was drifting by, and you know the rest. Why are you always messing things up? What? I don't remember that at all. Actually, if you didn't run off and get captured, I wouldn't have felt responsible for done all of those stupid things. At the time, you did mention that you wanted to avenge Neptune in that battle. Getting back my determination regret. What's that stuff got to do with me? Well, setting aside the cringy stuff Noir does, since it happens all the time. We meet all the time. Oh. The sealing device was solved by the Dimensional Rift at Planet Tower. That's why you're saying it's lost. That's why you're saying it's lost, right? I'm sorry. Correct. And that happened because of the paradox triggered by the interaction of Maho and me, since we're the same being. And then the IS crystal interfered. I wouldn't have been surprised if one or both of us vanished. Isn't that pretty bad? The same being in the same room. Danger? It's alright. We'll be fine as long as we don't make physical contact. And then we do touch, I have a way around that. Phew. Anyway, I will have to create a new sealing device and then take the IS crystal back from... Oh, Great Sister! Great sister! Somebody get Kappa right away. Oh no, hope she's okay. Okay, she's sleeping. She's sleeping well. What a relief. Nepgear, what's wrong? Great sister gave us a lot of information. I'm having trouble processing it. Yeah, you're telling me this is a lot to take in. Yes, I'm sure everyone is the same. And I'm still confused a bit. I'm going outside for some air. Alright, you can leave this place in my care. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I think we can all use a bit of fresh air right now from that. Holy shit. So much went on during those cutscenes. It really got dark and scary there. Okay. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to put a stop there for today. I'm surprised we're already in Chapter 10 now, just from that. The whole... what happened during the future was Chapter 9. And we're already in Chapter 10. Alright, so folks, we're going to stop there for today. Next time, we're going to check up on Nepgear, see how she's doing, and the others, hopefully, and figure a way around this crazy mess. Hopefully we can find a way to get around this and defeat the immortal Arfoire now. I can things getting worse than this. Hope not. We'll see you all for the next part. Until then, later folks.